For real. I got that.
This isn't a drill. Boxing's biggest super fight has just taken an explosive turn both inside the ring and outside the airport. Fresh off their historic press tour and that already viral shove at the New York face-off, Canelo Alvarez and Terrence "Bud" Crawford have blown all predictions away yet again. But this time, it wasn't on stage. It wasn't inside the ring. It actually happened in public. There are no ropes and no rules. Just total anarchy in front of startled fans, with security trying to separate two of the baddest guys in boxing. And it all took place at Las Vegas International Airport.
Things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw.
So, let's go over what really happened, what caused this incredible moment, and what does it signal for the biggest fight of the year.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it on the streets. I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terrence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
Let's get real. Canelo and Crawford have never liked each other, either in talks, on social media, or in person. Their beef did not begin with a kiss. It began with call-outs, years of them.
You say, I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you'll whoop his ass.
Like yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Majman.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
But Crawford has been chasing this fight for a very long time. He took out the welterweights. He dismantled Errol Spence. He told the world he wanted to be great, and that meant following Canelo Alvarez, boxing's cash king and super middleweight champion.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
But Canelo didn't want to hear it. For years, he dismissed Bud, saying he was too little, insignificant, and not worth the risk. Fans took it as ducking. Crawford saw it as insulting. And when the fight was finally declared, all that bad blood bubbled over right away.
I'm going with Terrence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terrence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terrence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
But walked into the ring after Canelo's last fight, and the mood was off. That altercation was deadly. The thrust caused quick news. The press tour was all-out battle.
The last fighters that you fought, they ain't on my level. And you
I
know
fought everybody.
The last fighters you fought since 2002.
Mention me one. You mention me one elite fighter. Just one.
You.
Oh, me.
Look.
It's gonna be me.
I don't care about nobody else.
And you will see that.
You. So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? Same everybody else been saying since I moved to 147, I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass and he gonna be next. Watch.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
The battle is slated for September 13th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and a 3-city promotional tour has been going to build excitement. After New York and Los Angeles, Vegas was the final stop.
I'm hunting him. That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got. And I'm gonna take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they gonna cry when they go home. They're crying. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Crawford arrived in Vegas the previous day. Workout footage and media tour content have already been shared. He looked calm, focused, and confident.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we gotta fight, and I'm gonna win the fight. It's simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
However, Canelo's arrival was not as easy. According to stories, his flight was delayed. His team was upset. When he finally landed, everyone noticed something strange. He was not happy. There are no media waves or fan photos, only silent storm force.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
No one expected Crawford to be waiting only a few gates away. The actual incident happened near the airport's baggage claim area. According to many eyewitnesses, that was surrounded by media when Canelo was spotted walking through the terminal. You could actually feel the temperature change. It took only seconds for both men to lock eyes, no words, only stress. Canelo moved forward, pushed through security, stepped directly into Bud's face, and struck him straight in the face. Chaos erupted instantly, Bud stumbled but stood his stand. His friends jumped between them, preventing a full-fledged brawl. This was not business. Canelo was upset. Crawford was ready to shoot back, and the world had just gotten a taste of what this fight is all about.
I don't respect him anymore because he say I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that, and then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
He pissed me off.
Broken over.
He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
Forget belts, forget the pay-per-view numbers. This fight is about ego and showing who the actual king of boxing is. Canelo has never been hammered like this outside the ring or in the court of public opinion. People accuse him of getting rattled, of losing his composure, and of finally thinking Terence Crawford could actually beat him.
I don't gotta knock him out to beat him. You know, he's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. You know, so everybody, you know, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, you know, we take in this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. But we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terence, you've said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
I said when I win.
Well, with that, you know, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain. Ain't nothing less to...
But, on the other hand, simply become more dangerous. Taking a punch outside the ring and not backing down. That is mental battle. That's alpha energy. That is why I am not afraid of your actions.
Can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. You know, I wanna, you know what I mean, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't want to pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're going to say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he like gave you like a half shove, like how is like that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Like that little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not going to be pushing, we're gonna be punching. So
Floyd Mayweather is watching everything from the shadows, grinning, which adds to the spiciness of the situation. Yeah, Floyd was the last guy to school Canelo in the ring. When the press tour began, Floyd made news of his own by dubbing Canelo easy work and hinting at a rematch. Floyd's reputation has only grown stronger after Canelo punched Crawford outside an airport. Canelo appears to be unable to keep his composure when the spotlight is not entirely on him. And with Crawford, Oscar de la Hoya, and Floyd throwing shade, the old guard is slowly circling Canelo's kingdom, waiting to see him fall.
Any style that you give Canelo that is similar to a Bivol, he's going to have trouble with. Anyone who stays on their toes, anyone who flicks a jab in front of his face, anybody who knows how to keep the distance, just like Bivol did, Canelo will have trouble. That's the bottom line, because again, he walks on quicksand. That's just what his style is. I mean, it's worked for him all these years, and he's become accustomed to knocking his opponents out, walking them down with a lot of power. He can take advantage of it, Charlo, if he knows how to use his distance. And the distance you get with your feet, the distance you obviously utilize with your jab, you keep your distance. But if you know how to combine the footwork with your jab or your right hand or your combinations, then it's a perfect combination to win the fight.
Of course, this is boxing, so some say it was staged, the punch was phony, and it was just another Paul Tyson-style gimmick to sell pay-per-views. But here's the difference. This is not a show. This is not a fight for fun. This is a conflict that will leave a lasting impact, and Canelo doesn't engage in play fights. If that punch was staged, both guys should get Oscars. But judging by the response, the way security scrambled, and the rage on Canelo's face, yes, this was real. The nasty blood is boiling. Canelo has something to show. Mostly, he's still the guy. He is the face of fighting, but now he's acting out of character, becoming upset, and throwing punches in airports. That is not champion spirit, that is fear.
Man Films. What up, Biz? Who you got? Canelo, Crawford?
Yeah, got Canelo. I heard the punches that he hit Charlo with. I don't know if Crawford can absorb those punches. I know he's a great man and a great warrior. When you come from 147 to put on a better fight than Charlo, I mean, I don't even know what that means. I don't know if that means that Crawford is so great and he can do that, or that means that Charlo set the bar so damn low that anybody can do better than Charlo did last night.
Do skill what really pay the bill? The value testing.
What pays the bill? That's why Canelo's skillful too.
Meanwhile, Crawford walks tall. He has nothing to lose. If he wins, he will become a hero overnight. If he loses, he has tried to be great. There is no shame.
I feel like I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older. He does.
Billy Joe.
Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Canelo's shove has left Crawford cool, composed, and driven. He viewed it as fuel rather than dread. Let's discuss what this truly means for Bud Crawford. This is not only an increase in weight, it's like jumping into the lion's den. Canelo has met killers at 168 and even at 175. His power is unique. Simply ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or even Sergey Kovalev. Crawford, on the other hand, started at 135 pounds. Let that sink in. He's moving 3 full categories from his lightweight days.
And of course, look, you've accomplished everything. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You've been undisputed now in 2 weight classes. This would give you undisputed championship in the 3rd weight class. But not just that, you know you're fighting an all-time great, and you know that the credit's gonna go to you if you beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez at 168. Is that why you want it?
Well, when I beat him.
When you beat him.
Definitely. You know, the stakes is high. You know, it's high risk, high reward type of fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
When would you say, from memory, that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, you know, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? You know, how long his arms and things like that. Just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that. And when he walk out the ring, I'm looking at him like, not that big, you know. So me talking with Turkey and Turkey not wanting to fight, and me like, yeah, this is the fight that I want, being that, you know, he's the last great fighter of our era, you know. That's just like, you know what I mean, me fighting a Pacquiao, Mayweather, De La Hoya, and things like that. So,
a lot of pros are worried about him. Some are questioning what happens when he gets a clean Canelo shot to the ribs or chin. This is not Spence. This is not Porter. This is Canelo, the face of Mexican boxing, who owns knockout power with both hands. That the big worry is whether Bud's skill and IQ will transfer to 168, or if the weight will be too much.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terrence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life, and he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
The heat is on. Canelo's dominance at 168 has not changed. But this is not William Skull. This is not Ryder. Terrence Crawford is the most accurate, tactical, and deadly switch hitter in boxing today. So that's it for today's movie. If you liked it, Please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell button so you don't miss any future videos. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment area. Stay tuned, and we will see you in the next